Good evening, gardeners. Thank you for joining me, whether live or on the replay, for this beautiful Leo full moon divine oracle guidance. I'm really excited to be giving you guys what's coming forth. I'm really excited for the messages ahead of us. We are closing a cycle. All right, so this full moon in Leo, the scoop on the full moon in Leo is that we are releasing all that no longer serves us. The things that binded us to the past, perceptions, attitudes, beliefs, we are ridding ourselves of them through this powerful full moon energy. Luna is coming in to clear us and really unbind us from the past and any limiting beliefs that we hold from the past. So with that being said, like I put in my Twitter rant on that post that I had, the new moon in Aquarius was asking us to introspect and go within, really assess and take inventory as to where we are putting our precious energy, and relationships that we're investing in, career choices, okay? Is what you're doing serving your highest purpose? Does it fill you with joy? Does it make you feel of use? Sorry, I'm a little hoarse right now. So the new moon in Aquarius asked us to introspect, go within, take inventory of what is happening and unfolding around us and the part that we want to play, right? And this full moon in Leo is asking us to finally reclaim our power after all of this introspection from those places, from the past, from situations that you haven't forgiven yourself for places where you hold blame or resentment, and really call all of that energy back to you, because it's going to catapult you into a timeline where everything just works in your favor because you are in perfect alignment with what is for you. All right, so let's pull some cards to get some clarity on this Leo and full moon. We're going to be using the Guiding Light Oracle for our primary energy. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so the primary energy of this Leo full moon is blessing in disguise. Wow, look at the imagery on this card. My goodness. Okay, this is so beautiful. Just give me 1 second here while I just take in the messages of this card. So it says, blessing in disguise. You are being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. Okay, so with this full moon in Leo, what I'm getting from Spirit is that you may not feel as though you have properly released things that are holding you back. You may not feel as though you've done enough work. You may not feel that all your past efforts to evolve in getting to know yourself and understand yourself so that you can be of service and so that you can find your bliss. Spirit's saying that even though you don't feel the shift, it's already happened, okay? And you don't realize it yet because you're still kind of coming back and recalibrating from all the energetic work that you've been doing. And you feel a little bit discombobulated. Again, you feel like you nothing has changed around you, right? So has my work been for nothing is kind of the message that I'm getting here. So what Spirit is saying is that you don't see necessarily all the changes that are around you, how fruitful the energy is that is around you, how different it is from what you're used to working with. That you may be having a prejudice in regard to where you are. You may feel as though you're not where you're supposed to be. You may feel as though, again, those feelings of inadequacy, like I must have not done enough because my external circumstances are the same. Okay, so Spirit is saying with this blessing in disguise, that where you are in this moment is exactly where you are supposed to be. Though in the physical realm, it does not look like what you would have visualized or imagined for yourself, we are still very much in the beginning phases of this shift, okay? So things are still coming together. My favorite imagery to kind of compare this to is Tetris, okay? When you play Tetris, it's a bunch of pieces falling out of the sky, and you have to assemble them perfectly, right? So that you can meet the objective of the game. And Spirit is saying it's the same thing. Though you might feel like things around you are not changing and it's just bits and pieces of confirmation or affirmation, okay? You're not seeing the whole picture, because you're so focused on looking up and around you, waiting for your blessings to just fall in your hand, that you're not looking in front of you and seeing how things are perfectly coming into alignment with where you are meant to be inevitably. Okay, so that's a beautiful, beautiful message. Spirit is giving you confirmation that you have done the work. You're exactly where you need to be. There's no reason to second guess yourself because your circumstances haven't changed immediately, right? I understand that we're a society of, we are a society of like immediate and instant gratification, right? So it's hard for us to be so consistent and show up in the best way that we know how on each day and still not really see any concrete, solid evidence or proof that what we're doing is making a difference. But Spirit is saying that the pieces are still falling together. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Do not rush where you are. Do not rush your process, because all that is happening around you, it's going to feel eventually like it was all unfolding as though if it was a blessing in disguise, okay? It's going to feel like a blessing in disguise once you have time on your side and you're able to kind of have a more hindsight view of how things unfolded. You're gonna see that everything was working out perfectly and that you worried for no reason. So Spirit is saying you're being asked not to prejudge your circumstances right now. You're being asked not to fall into ego thought or negative patterns or stories that are telling you you're not doing enough, that are telling you that, you missed the call. Basically, anything that is making you feel as though you haven't done enough thus far in your journey, it's elusive. It's very important that you understand that it's not real. You have done the work. You've done the best that you can, always with the information that you have, okay? And with that understanding, you have to trust that things are unfolding perfectly in divine order. Though it might not look like it at this time, it is truly a blessing in disguise, all that is unfolding around you. So again, though it might look like conflict, though it might look like chaos right now, things are unfolding exactly as they are meant to, for your highest good, for your happiness, for your bliss, okay? So do not judge yourself. Do not judge where you are. Stay present, okay? Stay present. There's so much to learn and to be gained from staying present. All that is unfolding around you. So this is a 35, right? 35s are 8 in numerology, and 8s are all about infinity, right? What goes out comes back. What goes out comes back. So it's another beautiful synchronicity that you have done enough. You have done everything that you could have done to align yourself to a timeline where you achieve and experience your happiness, your abundance, your blessings, okay? Anything that is for you, any of your blessings, any of key things that you want for yourself, those things are blessed. Those things are protected. That was part of your soul's contract prior to incarnating with Spirit, that you would be able to have certain human experiences. So never fright that you've missed out on anything. Never fright that someone can take it away, or evil eye. If you feel like someone's sending you evil eye, you know what to do with that shit? You take it and you transmute it into light. You don't send it forward, because you want to be very conscious of what you're sending out and what's coming back to you. Everything that you have done is going to come back tenfold. Okay, Spirit's saying it's not for no reason. Don't be discouraged. I know that around you things look the same, they seem stagnant, but it's gonna hit you like a wave. Okay, a wave of blessings, a wave of magic with this full moon in Leo, finally like putting to rest the past ways of viewing yourself, past ways of viewing situations that really hurt you, moving past false perceptions of other people and yourself. Once you rid yourself of all these things that no longer serve you, you're going to come into your wave of blessings. You're going to see that exactly where you are, where you had doubt, where you felt lost, that you were perfectly where you were supposed to be. All is unfolding in divine timing. What a beautiful opening message. Okay, so let's look into the chakras. So I want to see collectively where we are having our most prominent release. What area, what chakra is being affected. Okay. So what is this full moon in Leo allowing us to release, Spirit? Okay, area of release. Beautiful. Okay, we are experiencing a release in our solar plexus. Okay, so our solar plexus is literally the chakra that makes it possible for us to manifest. It's quite literally our life force energy. So let me just pop this baby over really quick. So for those of you that don't know, it's your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus, okay? Your chakras cannot be lit unless it has the proper balance of the one before it. And if it is lit, there's a chance that it's activating in either an hyperactive or it's hypoactive. So it's either going the opposite way, okay, which could lead to feeling depleted, feeling depressed, or it can be hyperactive, which can lead to the more aggressive emotions. Okay, so for example, with this area of release being in our solar plexus, this is our solar plexus finally coming into balance, our life force energy being influenced by this sacral chakra that's also releasing, right, these thought forms and these patterns and these frequencies that no longer served you. And that in turn is lighting your solar plexus up, making it as though you have the Midas touch. Everything you think, it starts to come into fruition because you trust that it's in alignment with you. You trust that Spirit will deliver. Okay, so with this area of release being choices, this is where you felt that you had no choices. This is where you felt very limited, very stuck. Okay, this is where you felt, again, that energy of no matter how much I do, nothing is changing. My choices are the same. That is completely being rectified and coming into rebalance so that you can clearly see your options, your choices. Okay, so where it's foggy and we're not able to clearly see which direction is going to bring us to our happiness, we're coming into clarity. And look, another 8. Okay, so very much whatever you have and whatever intention that you set through your choices will align you to your manifestations. This full moon in Leo is releasing you of any shame, blame, feelings of unworthiness, anything that kept you binded to the past and in negative thought forms and beliefs of self. It's ridden of, okay? This full moon is ridding you of any negative false perceptions that are elusive, okay? So This in turn is going to make you feel reborn again. You're going to start to see where you do actually have choices. You're going to be able to see where you have power now, right? Because with that new moon in Aquarius, we were being asked to assess where we're giving away our power. And with this full moon in Leo, we're calling it back to us. We're reclaiming it, right? And with that, it's giving you the strength to finally take the leap of faith, or to finally really see around you, okay, all the choices that you do have, all the power that you do have in every situation, okay? Throughout this next year, honestly, this moon influence is going to be very, very heavy for the collective, okay? It's going to really influence our choices and our decisions, because we are trying to follow the wave of bliss, of happiness, of blessings, and we want to be sure that we're making that choice. We're making the choice to go in either direction with confidence, okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, you know, okay, let me see. All right, and now we're going to go into an area of evolution. So if our solar plexus is releasing, okay, releasing any hesitancy, if our solar plexus is releasing any indecision or patterns or behaviors, right? If it's releasing anything that is no longer serving us, what area is being evolved? Okay, what area is being evolved, Spirit? What chakra is feeling the positive effects of this release? Okay. Yes, our throat chakra. Okay, beautiful. Another 8. Literally. So we have an 8 here, an 8 here, and an 8 here. So I feel like the effects of this full moon in Leo are very much whatever you have been giving out and where you feel that you haven't been equally receiving, it is coming back to you tenfold. Okay, so where you may have felt like, oh, I keep making effort, I see nothing coming into fruition. Is it even worth it? It absolutely is. The pieces are falling together so that your wave of blessings, your wave of happiness, your wave of abundance can meet you, all right? And you're going to align yourself to those experiences naturally because of this release in your solar plexus, because you're clearly seeing where you have choices, where you once felt powerless, and that is what's guiding you to these blessings. And in turn, you're gonna feel so powerful and so shameless in living in your truth and living in your authenticity and you following your bliss, that it reawakens your throat chakra. You want to speak truth. You want to express yourself. You no longer want to ever feel powerless, okay? Because it doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve those around you to pacify, okay? Your truth is very much valid. Your truth is very much needed. Your perception is original, okay? No one can perceive life as you. You bring value to the table. And through this full moon in Leo, you feel empowered again. You feel like, holy shit, I have choices. Like all these things that have been happening to you, that you feel like they're happening to you. They're not. They were happening for you. It's going to feel like a blessing in disguise once you come into that revelation, okay? Because all this turmoil has led you to reassess where you've been giving away your power. And again, in turn, it's evolution. I don't know why I can't say this word. It's bringing evolvement, okay, to your throat chakra, so that you feel free to create, so that you feel free to express, so that you have appreciation for your originality, for your authenticity, and it ignites your passions, okay? And that will catapult you into, okay, now how can I serve? Now that I know what I bring to the table, now that I know that what I bring to the world is of value, how can I share it in my own authentic way, okay, and have a positive effect on the collective, all right? So that's what this is leading you to. My goodness. Okay, let's see. All right, so now that we've come into an awareness that all that we've gone through has just been a blessing in disguise, it's been showing us where we've been giving away our power. It's been showing us where we've been a victim. It's been showing us where we've been in a space of indecision. Now that we've come to realize that, and it's awakening us to live in our authenticity, want to express, where is that leading us to, Spirit? Oh, sorry, just knocked over the camera. All right, where is this leading us to, Spirit? Man, it feels really good. It feels really, really good what's to come. This final release, saying goodbye to this last 9-year cycle. Though you served purpose, it was not an easy ride. All right, let's see. Just gonna move this over. Okay. So we've split the deck. So this is leading us to holy shit. Like, excuse my French. I'm seeing this live with you guys too. Okay, so just, yeah. I'm just gonna actually peep the comments really quick. Oh, yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate your support. Okay, all right. So this, everything that we've gone through, all the assessment, all the work, okay, it's leading us to our abundance. It's leading us to our bliss. It's leading us to our happiness. And here on the bottom, we have change, right? I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This is Spirit letting us know, again, that sacral chakra, it's going through a lot of change to ignite your solar plexus so that, again, it's like the Midas touch. Once you come into realization of where you've been putting your power in the wrong hands, in the wrong situations. And this is through blame, guys. This is through blame. This is through judgment. This is through guilt and shame, okay? Those are channels to give your power away. So once you come to realize that, which you have, okay, whether you realize it or not, okay, through that new moon in Aquarius, that change is igniting you into your creativity, catapulting you into your sacred purpose, into why you were incarnated, how you were meant to express your originality, okay? This is leading you to your abundance, everything you've ever wanted to experience, realizing I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. And that's literally you, right? You have the Midas touch. If you think of something, your solar plexus and your sacral chakra and your root, they're in perfect balance, that it's like, boom, manifestation. And that's why Spirit's saying it's coming in as a wave. Though you might feel stagnant right now, though you might feel like your environmental circumstances are not changing, your efforts were not dismissed. We have 3 8s. Okay, everything that you have put out, it is coming back to you tenfold. It's going to knock you off your feet. This is nothing like you've ever experienced in your life. We are working with new energies, new astrological energies, okay? And that in turn, my light workers and my star seeds and my indigo children, however you identify, it's catapulting us specifically into purpose, into service, into our creativity, into our need to express, okay? And that is leading us to our abundance. Where we felt uncomfortable, the pendulum is swinging back, okay? We're coming back into balance. Whether this be with money, whether this be with love or the support that you have in your life, okay? It's coming back into balance, and it's going to be more than you could have ever asked for. It's going to be more than you could have ever expected, okay? And it's not because of an accident or a coincidence or no. It's your birthright. It was written in the stars for you. You came here with purpose and you're finally coming into alignment with it. And it feels so good. Oh my goodness. Let the change happen. Just be in flow. You'll be so happy that you did. You'll be so happy that you let go of relationships and environments and the past, all these things that didn't allow you to show up authentically, all of these things that made you feel blurry, okay? You're going to be happy that you rid yourself of them, because now you're coming into your soul tribe. You're coming into people that want you to win. You're coming into people that have honest and true intentions and that want to help you climb up the ladder. Okay? There's no more looking around blind. You feel supported. You feel protected. And you're ready to freaking do it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. Whew, this is very, very positive. Very, very positive. My goodness. Okay. Now we're going to just look at the angel and ancestral influence. Okay. And don't worry, we're almost done. Well, not really, but kind of. This is like the halfway point. But all right, so what is this angel and ancestral influence? Okay, that this full moon... Oh, hello. I didn't see you fall. Wow. Okay. So I'm still going to shuffle and pull. But with this, so this is elder, okay? Move beyond ancestral patterns. So with this, I feel like this full moon in Leo, it is unlocking more than just you being binded to your past specifically. How can I word this, Spirit? Okay. Generational trauma, right? It passes from generation to generation. That's why it's called generational trauma. You coming into alignment with this energy, you coming into alignment with your purpose, it not only rids you of your past, it not only rids you of past energies, it's your entire lineage. Like, the pattern stops with you once you come into alignment with this energy. You're not passing that on anymore. You don't pass the baton of trauma once you leave. It's done with you. And I feel like that's partially why Spirit is saying, you know, even though things have felt like they weren't changing around you, even though it felt like more of the same, all the work that you've been doing, it was deeper than just you. It wasn't just you that it was serving. It was serving your ancestors as well as future generations to come. Okay? And that serves the collective, because you stop a negative vibration, you stop a negative code from being passed on and spread, right? That's like disease. When those ego codes get passed on generation to generation. But you awakening to your light, okay, no longer playing in the games of the shadows. It's like, that's why there's so much abundance. That's why there's so many blessings coming to you, because it's like your ancestors, they're celebrating with you. They're so happy that it's over, that your family will not be cursed with any ailments that were kind of passed on for generation to generation. So if that is negative self-talk, alcoholism, substance abuse, I mean, anything, it just, you're the one that stops it. And that's why Spirit is saying, like, you've done the work, you've come here and you've rectified energies that you were meant to. The reason why you incarnated in the first place, right? To bring those energies into balance. And as a reward, okay, for your efforts that are probably tireless, because it's typically the black sheep that does the healing and the picking. Though your efforts have been tireless and you feel like even overlooked, you're coming into blessing. You're coming into blessing because you've stopped ancestral trauma. You've stopped behaviors that are negatively impacting the collective. And because of that, you're being rewarded. This was beautiful. I feel like I don't even know. Like, should I? Okay, I'll pull one. We'll see. All right. So again, Spirit, what angel and ancestral influence is helping us, okay, come into this, man, this revolution? Feels like reborn again. Okay. Yeah, look at that, Autumn. Release the old and rest. And the crow is all about healing. Okay, look at on the bottom. We have stag, trust and thrive. So trust that releasing the old, it will replenish with the new. Trust that giving up on relationships that no longer serve you, job environments that don't appreciate you, that don't value you, anywhere that you're putting an energy and it's not being reciprocated and you feel like it's not proving your value, it's diminishing your worth, okay? Rid yourself of it. It's old. It doesn't belong in this new chapter. Instead, trust and thrive, because you're trusting in the fact that when you release the old, you will come into what is for you. My goodness. This is a very beautiful and positive reading. I'm really excited for what's to come after this full moon in Leo, because it feels really, really good. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Okay, so before I even pull, or split rather, we have the Magician on the bottom. So remember how I keep saying this, I keep saying everything that you imagine, okay? It's like you have the Midas touch. Your solar plexus is lit the hell up. It's ready to have positive experiences. You're ready to live. You have a new lease on life. That's what this release feels like to you, right? Because we've reclaimed our power, all right? We've reclaimed our place and why we came here. And that energy just backs you. You manifest anything you want, whether it's emotional fulfillment, soul fulfillment, physical, material fulfillment. Again, any creative stagnancy that you might have, like it's gone. Man. It's there when you need it. It's there when you want it. Any doubt that you could have had it, that is what's gone, okay? That is what's gone. All right, beautiful. Look at that. The Empress, creation, abundance, action. Page of Fire, beautiful. Creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. Oh, the Chariot, beautiful. Willpower, victory, recognition, beautiful. Wow, renewal, okay. Reflection, self-evaluation, rebirth. Okay. Six of Earth, charity, generosity, and windfall. And Four of Water, distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. I'm not disappointed with that at all. Not with this Chariot. No, no, no. Okay. So yes. So for a lot of us, this reading resonates. This release, it's manifested in different ways, which obviously that goes without saying. For a lot of us, this is on the emotional plane, really feeling alone, really feeling a lack of support, feeling like we've been having to do this for a long time by ourselves. Even though maybe we're not alone, just feeling like the people around you don't understand you. They don't get you. They don't get your vastness. They don't see you for the beautiful soul that you are. It's very surface, right? So let's get into this. Okay. All right, so with the Empress on top of choices, okay, this to me is that once you come and reclaim your power back, once you take your power back from those that no longer serve you, those that no longer serve your highest good, those that are just depleting you of your beautiful energy, once you come into realization of that and reclaim that power, it comes back to you, you're on fire, okay? Projects that you've wanted to do for decades that you just never felt like you had the time for, you'll start to see that you're being pulled to those interests that will allow you and support that project, okay? It's a time to create. And look, double creativity, first card out, create. Like, it is a time to live and serve authentically in purpose, okay? I was just telling a client of mine, like, I genuinely feel like a lot of star seeds, light workers, indigo children, however you feel that you identify, are being called to wake up. It's like an alarm clock is going off, right? Like, it's time to be of service. It's time to stop ignoring what you know you were born here to do. And if you feel like, Alyse, I don't know what I'm here to do, you do, okay? You absolutely do. But you just have to reassess and reclaim that power so that you can see your choices, so that your solar plexus can again be reignited, and you'll reconnect with your inner child so that you can reconnect with the dreams that you had and hold for yourself, okay? They didn't go anywhere. They're just not in your mind's eye because you have a lot of distractions. All right? Okay. And with this renewal on top of the Empress, this is absolutely feeling reborn again, okay? Rejuvenated. People that, you know, you were very hesitant about, that you didn't want to cut off because it was, you know, a relationship that you gave a lot of time to, a lot of effort to, a lot of love to, and you don't want it to feel like a waste. Love is never a waste. Your time, your energy, it's never a waste. All is divinely organized. And even though you might feel like you're leaving a situation and not getting anything out of it, the tough part about life is that not everything is about you or for you. Sometimes it's for other people. And don't walk away feeling like you got nothing from it, because you got everything from it. You got wisdom from those challenges, and that wisdom is allowing you to set your bar high, okay? It's allowing you to have practical standards for you, all right? And you wouldn't have had that awareness had it not been for those situations, okay? Now, with this Page of Fire, okay, again, this is your solar plexus. Because your sacral has come back into balance, you feel good, you've released any guilt, you've released any shame, you've released any resentment. Now that your sacral chakra is clear and your solar plexus is being reignited, it's like literally anything you think you can create, and the angels are backing you because it serves in your highest purpose. Things that you feel inclined to do them. Do not write them off as coincidence, okay? There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is divine. Everything is synchronistic. Everything happens on purpose. Do not write off any inspired action that you get in your head, okay, about completing a project. It's from your angels. It's from your team. They're trying to send you this message. They're trying to keep you motivated, okay, so that you can continue to have endurance as you journey through to figure out your creative outlet. And as you do this, trust that your needs will be met. You are coming into abundance. Like, it is an abundant time. Venus and Mars, they are chilling together, and they're both in happy aspects. They want to give you harmony. They want you to ask for what you deserve, okay? And that in turn allows you to be generous, allows you to feel like a windfall of abundance has finally come to bless you, okay? And now as we move on with this creativity, once you come into the idea of how you want to execute this project, this next step that you have to take, whatever it is that it may be, okay? Your guides want you to know that it's going to be successful. Remember what I was saying earlier. Things that are for you, things that are a part of your blueprint, are part of the deal that you made with Spirit prior to incarnating. Those things are protected. They're guaranteed to you. And it's time to come into your wave of blessings. It's time to come into the good part of life that sold you into coming here in the first place, right? Aside from just being of service. Having pleasant human experiences. So that's why it's so important that you don't write off any inspired action, any guidance from your intuition, any aha ideas that feel good to you. Do not write them off. Write them down, if anything, but don't bypass them, okay? Because they're going to lead you to success. They're going to lead you to your outlet so that you may be of proper service, okay? As you intended when you incarnated. Okay, and there's 3 major arcana here out of 6 cards. So things are really happening. There's a lot of life-changing shifts that are happening in this moment. Okay, so though again, you might feel like your physical circumstances are not they're not projecting the efforts that you may have put out, okay? Things are changing. The energy is finally coming into flow. We have 3 blessed months with no retrograde energy. Spirit is just setting the stage for everything to play out perfectly for you. And it absolutely will. You will feel reborn again. And again, look, you have willpower and willpower, okay? And you have creation and creativity. This is a blessed time. This is a blessed time, okay? And where you felt distracted, where you feel that, you know, if you live in your purpose and you become abundant, that you're going to become self-absorbed, where you're feeling discontentment, rid yourself of that. Reclaim your power to see your choices clearly, okay? So that you can benefit for what's in your highest good, so that you can be in alignment with why you came here. And remember, release the old and rest. This full moon in Leo is all about releasing, okay? Releasing ancestral wounds, patterns, behaviors that you've had to work through personally. Releasing yourself of any relationships, any environments that do not support you, because it's time to trust and thrive. And the only way that it's going to happen is through change, okay? It's through change. All right. Man, this was a beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you to all who are watching the replay, any who stayed throughout this entire reading. You see how magical it is. We are coming into our blessings. Abundance, okay? Abundance is on the horizon. All right, Spirit. And for our closing message, oops, sorry about that. And the closing message for this full moon in Leo. All right. I guess that one wanted to come out. Blue star. Okay. Yeah, this is actually very beautiful and very synchronistic. Okay. So literally activation in the heart, activation in the throat, activation in the crown, and making it easy for you to again manifest like 1, 2, 3. This release from the sacral and the solar plexus, reborn again, okay? Reborn again. And before I split the deck, this emotion card, okay? Let yourself release over the next few days. The full moon's actually tomorrow. So let yourself relax. Take a bath, journal, do what you need to rid yourself of these emotions, of these old thought forms, of these old behaviors, okay? Rid yourself of them. It's going to light you up. It's going to give you the Midas touch. It's going to allow you to see all the blessings that you have present in this moment, okay? All right, and our final message. Wow. Awaken. Beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to give my intuitive perception, and then I'm going to end this reading by reading the actual book's definition of this card, because they are beautifully written. This is the Cosmic Oracle deck by Nari Anastasia. So with this awaken, and again with this blue star, it's like this release and the influence that this full moon in Leo has on the collective, those of us who are being called to be of service, okay? It's reawakening us to our light, to our abundance, okay? To our bliss, to our happiness. We are coming into recognition of all that we bring to the table, all of our value, how powerful our energy is, really recognizing ourselves as spirit intended us to, as divine, abundant beings, okay? Here to serve a purpose, here to bring energy back into balance, okay? And it's time for a lot of us starseeds and light workers to awaken to our gifts and align ourselves to the channels of which we will be of service, okay? So, okay. It is time to awaken. Humanity needs your unique illuminating light. Dear one, the universe has been gently nudging you forward with signs, synchronicities, dreams, and coincidences. It is your time to awaken to your true creative potential and inherent power. You are being propelled forward to stir the ancient wisdom that is already within you. Enjoy this process of unfolding and watch consciously as your life transforms. You already possess all the tools you'll ever need on your journey, and this chapter is simply a reminder to pay attention to the signs. Your conscious awareness is expanding, and the wisdom of the sages is being reflected to you through Mother Earth herself. Situations are presenting themselves to you to match your increasing vibration and to remind you Situations are presenting themselves to you to match your increasing vibration and to remind you of your awakening power. A deeper inner knowing is emerging, even if you are not aware of it. Portals within you are being healed and opened, allowing inspiration and ancient wisdom to be readily accessed. You have always possessed this innate wisdom, but needed to clear and balance certain areas in your life first. This is now your chapter to reveal to the world who you truly are and the unique light that you hold. Embrace the amazing soul that is you and accept that you have a vital role to play. Go with the flow and follow the signs, for you are not alone. Divine guidance is with you every step of the way to assist you where you need to be. Let this pace flow naturally. Don't rush or be frantic during this time. Just be and allow your beautiful petals to gently unfold to the amazing and magnificent soul that is truly you. This is beautiful. This was such a beautiful reading. I'm so happy that I did it. Those of you who are joining now, highly recommend watching the replay. Magical stuff. Spirit is saying that we are done. It's time for a new chapter, and that's why it's so important that we let go of the past. We let go of victim mindset, and we awaken and realign to our power. There are so many blessings rolling in. Even if you feel like around you, you're not getting any confirmation, trust that it's coming. Trust in spirit and trust in yourself, because you have done the work. You absolutely have, and you deserve everything that's coming for you. Man, it's a time to reawaken. It's a time to align, and it's a time to really enjoy life and live. So thank you so much for all who watched, either live or on the replay. I'm really, really grateful. If you want any personal readings, I actually am going to be offering moon guidance. I'll be making some announcements later in the week regarding it. But thank you so much for those of you who tuned in again. Have a blessed night. And man, release the past, because the new, it feels really, really good. All right. Thanks, guys.